Hello friends, my name is Chris Orwig and I am a Sony Artisan, a photographer, author, and teacher. And in this tutorial, I want to share with you a really helpful tip which allows you to select multiple images inside of Lightroom and then send those over to Photoshop into a single Photoshop document. All right, well here we are inside of Lightroom and I have two images that I want to print out side by side. And I also want to save it out as a JPEG so I can post it on social media. So what you can do inside of Lightroom is click on one image, then click on another holding the Shift key, then press the N key, which takes you into this survey mode where you can view multiple images at once. Well, how in the world could I create a document where I have these two images side by side inside of Photoshop? Well, what you do is inside of Lightroom, you go to the Photo pull-down menu. After you've selected your images, you go here, choose Edit In, and then select Open as Layers in Photoshop. So again, choose your images, Photo, Edit In, Open as Layers in Photoshop. What this will do is it will apply all the settings and adjustments you've applied in Lightroom and send these files over to Photoshop and open them up into a single document. Now, both of these photographs, they were captured with the Sony A9 and then the 50 f1.4 lens. You can see there's this really nice shallow depth of field. They're actually captured in the same environment for a project I was working on. So I want to have these images side by side, but the trouble is if I use my move tool, there just isn't enough canvas space, right? How do we extend our canvas so I can see the other image? Well, what you do is you move an image, go to Image, and then select Reveal All. That will then extend the canvas so everything is visible. If I move this down and over, and then choose Image, Reveal All, it will then extend it horizontally and vertically so that the image is now revealed. Another way that you can do the same thing is with your crop tool. Just click on the crop tool and then click and drag it out past the edge of the image. And this will give you a larger canvas size. Double click inside of that crop area to apply that, or press Enter or Return. All right, well now that we have these two images up inside of this document, let's arrange them. I'll use the Move tool and I'll click and drag this one around, say to right here. And next I need to get rid of all of this excess area that I created for myself. How do we do that? We'll just go to Image again and here we choose Trim. It's right above Reveal All there. And when we click on Trim, it opens a dialog and we can trim away transparent pixels, which is all of this stuff here. Top, bottom, left, right, definitely. Click OK, and that will then trim it down to a nice size. Well, now that we have this layout, which is really nice, and I like the way the images work together, what we need to do is fill in this gap right here, if we decide we want a gap, which I do. And one great way to do that is with an adjustment layer. If you click on the adjustment layer icon and then choose solid color, this allows you to create a layer with a solid color. If it's above everything, it will cover it, but if we drag it down to the bottom, we can see it's now only showing through where that little gap was. To change the color of that gap, just double click this color chip. If we wanted something maybe from the image like that, we could click around in the photograph to find something that might be kind of fun, or we could just choose black or white or something along those lines as well. Here I'll go ahead and click OK in order to apply that. All right, well, there you have it. A quick technique for selecting multiple images in Lightroom, sending them over to Photoshop, and then creating a layout. Now, in this case, I created a really simple layout with two photographs, but you could, of course, have more images. You could also use this technique when you need to combine multiple exposures together or maybe create a composite or other things as well. All right, well, thanks so much for joining me in this tutorial. I hope you picked up a few helpful tips and tricks. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.